Aries. Let's see what is going on. Divine, may I have three best cards for Aries energy, please? Three best cards. All right, so the Empress being in reverse Aries. um, your impatience is causing you to work against yourself and to cause yourself in order to make up for the slight or the embarrassment you've recently experienced in the past. You're being a little bit you're overcompensating in some way in order to soothe or cope with this recent embarrassment that went on for you. Um, it was something involving family or stability with your family, and you have a very center face a center position within this group. That is your family. Could be chosen family. Could be um, blood relatives. Could also be speaking on in-laws too. Because revolving around this relationship, there was something that was recently for you a very embarrassing outcome. Something, some kind of way, was not what you wanted, and instead of you're really angry and angered and upset about it, but you're more sad than you are angry right now. And the Knight of Pentacles is here though in the near future, where you're looking to remain dutiful and stay on track. But how are you going to manage um, what's going on with this Empress, and that caused that? So let's see. Too many cards. Let's see. Divine, may we have three cards for the energy behind this Empress, please, in reverse. Mm-hmm. So the Hangman is here. You've been in limbo or like kind of hanging tough, if you will, about a particular situation. The Sun card in reverse, the Lovers in reverse. Oh, there's a relationship that's going on that you've had to keep a secret. This relationship, you have to keep it a secret, or you're not able to fully reveal that you two are romantically connected. There's something that's preventing that, and that is why this Empress is in reverse and the Hangman is here where you're in limbo. Makes sense now. Where the family situation is going on here at center of where, especially this time of year, if the situation is not fully public or fully realized in the public, it can make for a very bumpy way and road, especially for you, Aries. Very passionate and also so at times very impetuous in terms of what you would choose to do in order to gain some satisfaction when you feel that someone has behaved out of pocket with you. But this Ten of Pentacles at the center thing shows there's a lot of respect going on here. You don't want to disrupt things. The Lovers in the Sun card in reverse. You're definitely not trying to disrupt that. Hence this Hangman here. I'm feeling in jeopardy. It's like you know what you would do and what you have done in the past, but for whatever reasons your feet seem to be in concrete right now. Like you just can't pick up the 1-2 and get on with it. And that's what's bothering you the most. Like you usually be like, oh, fall back, gang strong. Like somebody said, fall back, game hella strong. I hear you. Loud and clear. When necessary. When necessary. I mean, the toolbox be having tools. Sometimes you don't speak the language, so fall back. Do you see me now? Good. So clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, you have High Priestess, Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Intuitively, there's something guiding you to remain steady and serene, calm. There's something about this situation, my dear Aries, of where you're compartmentalizing your disappointment. Look at you. And they say Aries don't know how to handle themselves. I beg your finest pardon. That's not what I'm seeing today. Whoever I'm dealing with, evil. Probably Earth side and the moon energy. Probably Capricorn. This feel Capricorn moon. It feel Capricorn moon. It do. It do. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Swords. But there's something about the situation where you feel like you're being fake too. And that's probably what's bothering you, like really more than anything else. The rest of the stuff is just, you can work that out. You can negotiate later and get the things that you want in the environment. But emotionally, for yourself personally, and how you're seeing yourself in the mirror, the one that you look in when you're judging yourself and how you're moving in the world. You know what I'm saying? When you become, you checking the gate, being mindful, being aware in your prayerful state, your meditative state, thinking on things, just, just breathing and existing. Are you cool with what is going on? Is, top to bottom, are you okay with it? And the Nine of Swords is here, which is to indicate not enough. Ten of Swords will be next. There's something that needs to go, a thought process or a way that you're viewing something that has to come to either a resolution or it needs to be released altogether. That may very well be the resolution. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, because it's preventing you from offering your best or being vulnerable enough to be seen at your best, which is also, yeah. All right, Aries. In regards to the information about reserve being seen at your best, there is an overachiever energy here of where when I come through, it's going to be a legendary situation. Like there will never ever be another me. Like I will always be in the top three. If we still doing MySpace, I'm definitely forever and always going to be cemented in perpetuity, excuse me, in the top five. I am. And I'm number one in the top five. Like, they ask you about your past relationships, I'll always be in the conversation. Okay? That type. But that right now, you're like, hold on before I begin to show you what I'm really, 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 really capable of. Yeah, there's a little bit here about this hidden agenda that's bothering you. Like there was something about it you agreed to. I don't think this doesn't feel with all these pentacles out here. This is not a feeling of like a situationship thing that kind of is like in this weird space. It's not that, but there is a very specific reason as to why things have been sheltered or kept away from or kept out of the spotlight for a specific or for a certain amount of time until everybody was comfortable and things were in the clear. There's something. I don't think it's any shadies going on, but it's like a time of perhaps grieving or adjustment. So let's see. Nine of Pentacles here. Five of Swords. Nine of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Knight and a nine. So you're very content. So that's why this doesn't feel like this is being hidden in some type of shenanigan type of way. There's a real purpose that you both agreed on and thought was best for the time being. Nothing shady, but just so that things could be worked out on both ends for whatever needed to be worked out before y'all said this is what we doing. The Five of Swords is here though, where there's still someone who is, again, has cement around their feet, slow moving. It's funny. I always hear the song. I always feel like somebody's watching me. And this person is maybe a little bit too aware of what they think other people are trying to or see in them or watch with them, or I think they have an overinflated sense of that, right? Like it's something that it's crippling them in some way. It's something that they're using as a scapegoat, but it's really now it's just really paralyzing them in terms of them making decision and moving forward, which is now beginning to agitate you just a bit. The Knight of Swords is here saying that there has been a tough talk recently, meaning that there was nothing flowery you weren't gentle. Like you were very direct, very matter of fact, like, look, this is not what's working. It's not working out. We agreed that XYZ was going to occur. Now we at this place and here we are, another cycle. It's been this amount of time. We agreed that we were going to make the decision if it was going to be a go or if it wasn't. And if it's not, then we got to do this now. this hence this Nine of Pentacles here, where you're ready. I'm ready to release it and let it go and let you go about your way. If that's what you need to do, that's fine with me. But it's this is not what I'm doing right now. Okay, because I don't have to do it right now. And that was your strategy in clarifying what the Knight of Pentacles is about. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it, and we're going to do it out loud. If we're not going to do it out loud, then not going to do it at all. Sad and sorry to say it, because again, the Sun card reverses, and it gives you this relationship has been quite enjoyable for you, but this Empress in reverse is a suffocating or a self-absorbed energy, of which it's like it's not the best for you, dear Aries. It's really not. And the High Priestess here is still there, present and accounted for, to give you discernment in this moment of where this is where the crossroad is. And you're going to make a choice of what you're going to do. You're going to go ahead and move forward and avoid a certain types of self-harm, but not in the same, just like flaking out on yourself or on this person, but just, drawing the line and saying, okay, we got here and now we're here and this is what's going on. And we got to do it this way or it's not going to go. For me, it ain't going to go. Okay. But let's see. Any other messages, Divine? Any other messages for our Aries regarding this situation, please? Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay. Sometimes when you let a person know where you stand, magically that concrete will disappear on their feet and they'll start moving towards you. Sometimes when you stand your ground, it's my little thing about loving yourself a little bit more than you love the person you're involving yourself with. So as again, to keep the things balanced in terms of like, there's a time when you cooperate, collaborate, negotiate, etc., so on and so forth. And there's also a time such as this that you stand your ground and say, okay, because it's not so much that I'm not really worried about, I have to save myself here. Like, if I keep going, I spend another month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, I'm going to begin to get bitter. I'm going to begin to be resentful. And that's just going to mess with my whole thing. And I have to like dig myself. Like, I'd rather not. Like, I'll deal with the heartbreak for 2 or 3 months of missing you and not reaching out than I will of trying to pick myself up off the bathroom floor. It's a whole different type of situation and energy and thing to get off my chest and off my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? All right, dear Aries. I feel you. I hope the session was of assistance, and do remember that back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. Hope to see you again.